Muda means ass or fool. Amam duskritinum huda prapatyanti naradamaha. Naradama. So that means the lowest of mankind. Prabhupada mentioned in the purport 99% of all people are in that category. And it says they might even have some rules, follow some social norms, political, they might have some political influence. But if they do not have the religious aspect, if they do not have the understanding, who am I and who are God? And they do not understand that sambandha, that connection, then they are naradama, the lowest of mankind. And Prabhupada says when all people get to that point, we have havoc. So now he says 99%, I think he actually said 99.9%. So that's practically the whole world fall in that category. We have very, very few people. Krishna also says here in Bhagavad Gita, Manushanam sahasrishnu kaschit yatati siddhe. Yatatam abhisidanam kaschimam veti tattvanam. That it's very, very few people who take to just understanding who they are. Take to that process. Who am I really? Also people sometimes when they tell me, I'm happy. So I'll ask them, who are you? And sometimes they'll say, I'm Jens or I'm Grete. Or, yeah, that's your name, but who are you? I know, now you know your name, thank you. But who are you? They cannot answer. Prabhupada once in a school in India, he wanted to make this point. So he asked, who is the most intelligent boy here? Or girl. Who is the most intelligent pupil? And everyone pointed to this little boy sitting there. And this little boy, very nervous, got up. And Prabhupada said, come here. So he said, Prabhupada said, now I'll ask you a very difficult question. Can you point at your nose? So this boy pointed at his nose. Can you point at your head? He pointed at his head. Can you point at your chest? He pointed at his chest. He might have felt insulted. This is not difficult, I'm telling you. Can you point to a leg? Can you point to a knee? Can you point to... So Prabhupada was saying that, and then said, can you point to yourself? And then he didn't know where to point. Who am I? Who is... We say my arm, my leg, my heart, my brain, my intelligence, my soul. Of course we can't actually say my soul. But most people say my soul. But we can't say my soul. Then we say I soul. Because we are the soul situated in this body. So it's the soul, it's the soul saying my heart. It's the soul saying my body, my arm, my head, my intelligence. It belongs to the soul. So until we understand that, we are not adamas, we are the lowest among mankind. Namam duskritinum udhapapatyanti naradama. Maya ya praitya jnana. And then those whose knowledge is stolen by Maya, by illusion. Prabhupada mentioned here it's mostly very learned fellows. Very learned persons, scientists, philosophers. Very learned. But Maya have stolen their intelligence. So they know a lot. They know a lot about philosophy, they know about mundane knowledge. But Maya have stolen their intelligence. They do not even know who they are. So is that an intelligent person? Even though he has all this knowledge. See, we are living in an information society. You can go on the internet and you can find out practically anything about anything. Just tap in some words on the keyboard and Google shows you everything. Google is the Google. Ask anything. It doesn't even have to be submissive. You can write in any kind of big letters or no qualification, right? You can just write, you can just press a keyboard. And you can get all the information you want, but we have no knowledge. We have no real knowledge. Maya pratyajnana. Our knowledge has been stolen away by Maya. Because we are flirting with Maya, we are surrendering to Maya. Asuram bhavam ashrita. Ashrita means taking shelter of. Asura means the demonic qualities. Demonic qualities. The demonic qualities is God does not exist. Prabhupada, he gives a big hit to the Mayavadis. Mayavadis are people who say that God is just an energy. I'm a person. I'm a person. But God is just an energy. He's just some light. Some white light. Very powerful white light. but just some light, some energy. Why is that? Why do you want? Why? How can you decrease, or what's the word? Minimize God to an energy, to light. How can you do that? Because you don't have to be responsible to a light. You don't have to be responsible to an energy. You don't have to surrender. There's no surrender to a light. You just watch the light, you just nurture the light, and then you will become happy. But no, that's not how it works. You might, Krishna says actually, Brahmanogi Pratistaham, Amrit Yashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashyashy right. Nirvana exists. But Krishna says it's coming from me. It doesn't say I'm coming from the light. He says, actually there's some happiness there. But that happiness is like a drop in a calf's footprint, or some little water in a calf's footprint, compared to an ocean of bhakti. So the happiness of bhakti, the happiness of surrendering to the Lord, is like an ocean, an annam bhudivadanam, like an ever-increasing ocean actually. So, but the happiness in this Brahmananda, this impersonal liberation, is just like a little water contained in a calf's footprint. And it's temporary, because we can't stay there. After some time, you have to come down. And then it starts all over. You start up, you take birth again, go through the whole thing again, take millions of births in this world of matter. You've taken millions of births in all kind of species. So this is not intelligent. That's why Krishna, he says, if you're intelligent, then the only thing you have to do is surrender unto me. You need to surrender. You will surrender to the material energy, or you will surrender to the spiritual energy. But you have to surrender. There's no question of surrendering. There's no question of serving. I don't want to serve. You cannot say that. You can say that, but you cannot not do that. We are meant to serve. Prabhupada says in the introduction of the Bhagavad Gita, everyone is serving. The politicians are serving their voters. The husband is serving the wife and the children. The wife is serving the husband and the children. You're serving your boss when you're going to work. And ultimately you're serving your mind and your senses. There's no question of serving. The question is who you want to serve. What kind of result do we want to achieve? Do we want to achieve a result that only brings misery? Or do we want unlimited happiness? Not only in this lifetime, because this life will end, but after this life, for eternity. This is what Krishna is promising. I'll give you everything. So the choice is easy. But the process of the choice is more difficult. Because our mind will tell us, don't. Don't. You will enjoy. You just make a better plan. The plan you had before was not so good. Now you change. Change that plan. And if you make the right plan, then all of a sudden you can see, wow, you get money. Or you get this beautiful girlfriend or boyfriend. And then you can enjoy. We have very little time, but I'd like to end with a story that was inspired by this morning lecture. It's mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavatam. In the heavenly planets in paradise. So in this paradise, once there was a huge elephant. It was called Gajendra. And he was walking with his whole herd. Many, many elephants. He had many wives, many beautiful, sweet children, all completely dedicated to him. He was so huge, he was so powerful. And as he was walking, the whole earth there was shaking. All the animals ran away because they were very afraid of him. Very powerful. So he started, I'd like to enjoy now. So let me find some water. That's how elephants enjoy. Let's find some water reservoir. And I'll take a bath there. And I'll drink some of this crystal clear water. And then I will enjoy and all my family will enjoy. So they found a little lake. Beautiful lake with lotus flowers. Everything is extremely beautiful. That's paradise. Extremely beautiful. Perfect. So he walks out to in this lake and he starts drinking this crystal clear water. enjoying this filling of this water, and he takes his trunk and he's taking a shower in his water. And then he starts doing the same for his family. And it says, it said there in the Bible, there's some labor there. He was working hard, but that was enjoyable. Sometimes it's enjoyable to work if you work for the right purpose. So he was working to give pleasure to his family. As he was doing this, as he was enjoying life, contemplating how fortunate I am, king of the elephants, everyone fear me, I can do whatever I want. All of a sudden he felt an intense pain in his leg. He looked down and saw a huge crocodile biting into his leg. He thought, no worry, I'll just beat him up. But this crocodile was extremely powerful. So there was a huge fight for a long, long time, really long time. And as they were fighting, the elephant gradually got weaker and weaker and weaker. But the crocodile, being in his right environment, he was in the water. So he got stronger and stronger. He could eat, he was in his right environment. So he got stronger and stronger. Eventually, the elephant, Caitanya, lost his place, his power. And now he understood, I'll die. You know what happened? That made him serious. Now I need to surrender. I didn't have to before, he thought. But now it's necessary. So then he surrendered. He was praying with his whole might. Please, my Lord, please protect me. And he was praying like that. Krishna came. Krishna came and he saved him. He killed the crocodile and he saved Caitanya. Are we waiting for the crocodile to bite into our legs? The crocodile of time gradually bite into our leg and gradually give us a lot of pain. Old age is not fun. Disease is not fun. So when the crocodile bites, then we will be serious. But then it might be too late. Because we cannot, Krishna is saying here, now, it's now we need to surrender. It's not when you're old or when all the life airs are in disarray. Then it's very difficult because your consciousness becomes disturbed. But now when the consciousness is clear, now if you surrender, Krishna says, to such a person, I'll take care, I'll protect him as he protected Caitanya the elephant. Thank you very, very much for your time, patience. If any of you have any questions, we'll have question and answers just after the program here around 6 o'clock. So if you like, there will be possibility to ask some questions about this lecture or anything else you desire to hear about this.